I got two beautiful girls, Chloe and Sophie, and I've got a very hard-working, supportive wife. And my whole family, it does impact on them, MSA. I always thought I was going to be an older, sort of live to grumpy old age and be an active father. But instead I can't be trusted very much and can't do very much. So I'm really at the beck and call of the family a lot more than I thought I would be.
Our relationship has moved slightly, which is again hard for him to ask me to help do up his shoelaces or help him in the shower or whatever. Well, because the girls were so young when Ian was diagnosed, it was a few years the girls caught on that Dad couldn't run anymore, couldn't take them on runs, and there was one afternoon when Ian took the girls for a bike ride and he rode the bike into a cyclone fence and fell off. So the girls came home and said, oh, Dad fell off his bike. When it became quite obvious before Ian started walking with the walker, the frame, he was stumbling and falling a little bit. And so we thought before he started to have to use the aids, that we'd have to explain. We explained to the girls and we told them only part of it. We were honest, but we didn't go into too much detail of what the disease was and how it would progress so quickly.
I remember when I first told the girls that I had a problem, and I used it on unfortunate terms. I have a problem with the nervous system, and I remember Chloe saying, oh, that's all right, Dad. I get nervous too sometimes.
I guess when we were younger it was really fine because we didn't really take much notice of it because we were kids. It's not that we don't care that he has MSA, but we don't think of Dad, he has MSA, we think of him as our dad.
He hasn't changed.
He's still his funny self.
He's the self. He's the same dad, he's just...
I guess you could say that he hasn't changed on the inside, but on the outside he has.
It's your family that see your worst. Mm-hmm. And everyone else, they don't get a real idea of how bad you can be. Mm-hmm. But I have a supportive family.
I think family's a remarkable thing, and it's going through experiences like this that remind you of how important family is, and we're blessed, I think, thanks to the older generation with being brought up with family values, and all of our family, my own sons were mentored and brought up and loved family holidays with their cousins, and that continues now. Most of the nephews and nieces are all in their 20s, and it's just fantastic to see everybody contributing in different ways. I know Jacky appreciates it enormously, and Chloe and Sophie love their cousins and love their aunts and uncles, and Ian loves family too, probably the most of everybody.
The hardest thing for E is because he can't participate fully, but for us it's important to have him still involved in as much as we can. It was hard to feel like that we needed help, to accept help, but it sort of came to a point that we had to have someone in to help us, and so I could continue to do bits more with the girls, sporting runs and that type of thing. So, and now Ian can't be left on his own, so we have to have someone come in, and because at a point I felt like I was being pulled in a million directions. So now that we know that Ian's safe, and we can sort of plan a bit more, which is good.
Because I feel like Mum has all this pressure to look after us two, but also Dad and her sister. So I feel really bad for Mum because she has to look after everyone. But I think that in the end I wouldn't say enjoys it, but like It's good because, yeah, we're all family.
Yeah,
And
I don't know how she does it though.
yeah, she's superwoman. Well, obviously we've had to make some new improvements to our house and things, and we had to get some new devices, like his walker, which he uses, and the wheelchair, and this new voice thing that makes him louder, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like
It's fun to play with.
this isn't supposed to sound bad or anything, but even though it's like a bad thing, it's like a disease, but it also kind of has its advantages, if you know what I mean. Because like, you know, all bad things has a good advantage. Like what was I going to say before? Like one advantage would be like, so we would have like, sorry, there'd be like handicap lines and things where we'd get to go in.
Ian is remarkable. I mean, mentally he's one of the strongest people I know, and he's one of the most determined people I know. And I always knew he would, from the moment we had this terrible diagnosis, I knew he would not give up, and I knew he would fight every step of the way to do as much as he could to live life as fully as he could, and still does. He's an incredibly giving person, he's an incredibly intelligent person, and he hasn't stopped using all of those qualities and skills. He still wants to mentor people where he can, he still wants to contribute and advise wherever he can, and he's just an amazing guy, and none of that's changed. Mentally, none of it's changed.
Well, he is a very lovable, hilarious, and interesting person. Yeah, he's really cool. Well, I'm not saying he's a cool dad. I'm not saying that, but he's really not. He's really
Yeah. It's just good to have there.
He's truly remarkable person. He's so loving and kind and funny, and he's just taken this in his stride, and it's really sad for him, and even though we don't make it sad, but it's really sad, and he's just fantastic, and I love him dearly, and he loves the family, loves the girls, loves his own family, and yeah, he's lovely. He's a great guy, and we're very lucky to have him.
I adore my brother. I love his family, and we're lucky we're from an incredibly supportive family and broader family, and this reminds you of what life is and what happens in life, and I wish that Ian wasn't battling what he's battling, and there are times when you feel really emotional about it, but in so many respects that feels just completely self-indulgent, and the much better way to react to this and make the most of what is a really sad situation is to embrace Ian's determination and attitude and be right there with him. And
Every night, my mum taught me this song. So whenever you see the first star at night, you go, starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I will, I wish that I might grant the wish I wish tonight. And then you make a wish. And every night, whenever I do it, if I see a star, I say I wish for Dad to be cured, because that's my number one wish.
It'd be nice in my lifetime that there be some real breakthroughs in even treatment, or be fantastic to have a cure, because I know there's a lot of work with happening with multiple sclerosis and Alzheimer's, so it'd be great in the next 10 years that there could be a real breakthrough to help sufferers with these awful diseases, and to make it easier for them, prolong their lives, and make it easier for the families that are going through it with them. So we can, fingers crossed, that the research is getting done, and that hopefully that something positive will come out of it and help other people that are going to be diagnosed in the next day or year or whatever, that something can be done to stop it, slow it down even.
Yeah, I'd like to increase the awareness of atypical Parkinson's problems like MSA. I often think of MSA as being the ultimate torture, that every day you wake up you've lost some capacity. There's something you used to be able to do which you no longer can do. Keep smiling. I don't know. That's all. I think.